Friends, in the previous video we have learned how to create a web service in Blue Prism and how to consume it in the Blue Prism itself. Also, we learned how to run a command line to execute a process in Blue Prism. Now we are going to make two RPA giants communicate with each other. One is UiPath and one is Blue Prism. In this video, we are going to consume the web service produced by Blue Prism into the UiPath. It was not a very straightforward process. It took some time and it is really interesting. I hope you will like it. We will first try to consume a Blue Prism web service in UiPath and see what are the challenges we face. And we'll see that there is a new variable get introduced which is called as BP instance, and the use of initialize page in Blue Prism business object. We'll also learn the step-by-step challenges and how to mitigate them using the techniques provided by Blue Prism Web Services. Also, we will create a workflow in UiPath and pop up the messages so that you understand it easily. Friend, this is my workstation where Blue Prism and UiPath is installed. First of all, we are going to create UiPath blank automation project. I'll say UiPath BP2 UiPath. You can give any description as well. Let us skip it for now. In this is a studio only version. In this video, we will just create the workflow, the automation in studio. In the next video, we will also call it from UiPath orchestrator. Now, to consume a SOAP or web services or HTTP or REST or SOAP, you need to have some packages installed. For that, you have to go to this manage packages. You will see what all packages are available and what all can be installed. As you can see, I have already installed web services based. This one, web. You can see UiPath.web.activities. I have already installed JSON, REST, SOAP and XML. If you do not have it installed, you can go to the update and get it installed. You should have an internet connection so that it can be installed. Once you install it, you will see that some activities get introduced. If we navigate to the app integration and then web, you will see HTTP request and SOAP request. HTTP request is for consuming your REST web services and SOAP request is for consuming your SOAP web service. As you know, in the previous video I have seen there is an XML generated, WSDL generated by Blue Prism. This is a SOAP based web service. This is the SOAP generated by our calculator web services project, which we are going to consume here into UiPath. First of all, you need to put a sequence. And let us try to consume this SOAP web service using SOAP. Here you need to provide the WSDL URL. We can copy it from here and then paste here. Click on the get and it will show you that what instances you have exposed. This is a Kelsey WS port type which is created by UiPath to consume the specific web services, and there were three pages. One was initialize, one was cleanup, and one is add function provided by this calculator web service. Initialize doesn't have any input. Cleanup has one input called BP instance, and add WS has three inputs called BP instance, num1 and num2. Now this is the first problem. In the previous video, when we had consumed the same web service inside the Blue Prism, we didn't get this variable. Now what to provide into this? We simply cannot call it with using 10 and 20 and then try to invoke it. It will fail. So first of all, you need to provide your username and password for your Blue Prism and try to invoke it, and again it will not work. So this is the first challenge that you are going to face when you are trying to consume this web service in UiPath. What BP instance is? BP instance actually is a variable which contains the session ID of the specific session when you are interacting with Blue Prism. This is generated by your initialize method. That's where the initialize and cleanup come into picture. If you try to invoke it, then you will get a session ID here, but this is not going to work here because you still are not authenticated. This is a problem with UiPath, that it doesn't pass the authentication header, authorization header to the Blue Prism, which is supplied by username and password in simple authentication method. A case I have already opened with UiPath and they are going to answer it. I'm not sure when they can fix it or what they are going to respond, but here the method that I'm going to show you will help you consuming this specific web service in UiPath. To mitigate this, you need to resort to the REST method. Instead of SOAP request, you need to provide the HTTP request. Now, before I come into this trick, you need to understand the basics. Let us go to this specific web service, copy it into new URL and remove all this. You will see it says invalid command, use help. If you use help, you will find that there are some methods available. There are how to use it. You are going to learn it rather than troubleshooting it. So first of all, you need to get yourself authenticated with Blue Prism. You need to supply your username, Sandeep. My username is Sandeep and password is password. It will say user set Sandeep. Now you need to provide the password for this username, and password is my password. It can be anything. For me, it is a simple plain password string. It says user authenticated. Now it is time when I can call that specific web service. Let us try to do all these things into UiPath. You need to pass your user name Sandeep. Right, it is a get method. It accepts response any, and you don't. I prefer to supply my credential, though this may work or this may not work many times, but it is better to supply this credential rather than getting a failure anytime. You just click on the preview. You'll say user set Sandeep. You can click OK. So your first method is set. What you can do is set BP user and store the value into a variable. Say result. Let us try use another one, and we are going to paste this again, and we are going to supply the password space password. That's what we are going to supply here. And again supply the authentication, and then preview. You will say user authenticated because the session that has been created here is maintained by UiPath into the same process. We'll say authenticate user by password, and we'll again store the result in res result. We can use the message box as well to see what is happening. And result is the one which we can pop up. So when it passes the set BP user, we should get a message like user set. When it is authenticated by password, the result should contain user authenticated. We can put conditions here, if and if else conditions here, to find out whether it is working successfully or not. If there is any failure, we can take appropriate decision whether or not to go through the next step. Now third one is consuming specific web service and getting a session ID. For that, we can again use SOAP or we can use REST, anyone. Let us try to use the SOAP web service here. We can copy it from the URL. First we need to click the get. and we'll use initialize simple. If you remember last when we invoked it, we got an error. Now user is already authenticated, so I hope we'll get a session ID. Now, and say BP instance session ID and store it in a result. Let us paste it here. Instead of storing it in the result, we can store it into BP instance ID. Let us create a new variable and I'll pop up it. Let us save it and try to run it. If we face any error, we'll take a proper remediation approach. First it will run, it will give 3 pop-ups. First one, the result of setting the user, then setting the password, then trying to call a BP instance variable. It started running, user said Sandeep, that's what we expected. You're authenticated, this is the result of second one, which you expected. You can pass if else using a string comparison, and if the string you do not get, then you can skip to the exception handling scenario. And we got it. This is the string, the session ID that need to be passed to the next step when we are going to call our calculator operation. So we have our BP instance ready. Now let us call the SOAP request again. We'll call this web service. We'll get it. Now it is the time to do all of our calculator operation, web services operation, and it may be add web service, it may be another function exposed by your web service in the Blue Prism. Here you need to pass your BP instance. Now there's the problem. When you pass from here, it will be treated as a string because the data type is string. So you can create a skeleton here, say 33 and 44 you want to pass the authentication and invoke it. You will get an error. No worries, ignore this error, click OK. Now simply call your BP web service method. This is the method that you are calling add web service. If you go to the collection, you will see that BP instance has been quoted inside the string. That's why you got that error. You need to delete it. You need to pass it your BP instance ID variable. And you can also see the 2 inputs that were expected to be passed here are not created by UiPath. These are the challenges you face when you consume in UiPath. Though UiPath is a very wonderful tool, but still it lacks some features that are coming up in UiPath. We are going to pass num1 and it was system.decimal. So this system.decimal is here. Then other was one num2. Again it was system.decimal. We can pass another variable here. Like this, we can create variable which are being passed dynamically, or you can hard code it. We are going to sum 55 and 40. I am expecting the result to be 90. Click OK. And let us store the result into sum out. Right, the variable is created and let us pop it. Sum out. Now let us test it. I hope it will run. Every time we are going to get a different session ID. Ideally, when you are creating a session, you should do a cleanup as well, because you do not know what cleanup activities are being coded into Blue Prism. In our case, we have not coded anything in cleanup page, so we can simply ignore it. Let us run it. User said Sandeep, authenticated. We got a new session ID and it is doing the calculation operation 95. So in this step by step procedure we are able to consume our Blue Prism web service into UiPath. This is something which I have done with my experiments and I found it very interesting and worth sharing it with you. If you think you've learned something today, don't forget to like and subscribe. And in the next video, I'm going to give some introduction and consumption of the same things into UiPath orchestrator as well. Thanks for watching.